Well guys, you've probably been wondering where I've been. Well, I needed a new car. So what did I get? Right, so let's get into it. As those of you know from the short, the CLK had a rusty sill. I found that rusty sill the day of its MOT, so I did not have time to repair it. So what I've had to do is get another car, and I didn't have much of a budget, and I wasn't actually looking for a Mercedes this time for a daily driver. The problem was there wasn't much choice within the budget we had, which was quite a small budget but still a fair amount. We managed to, after looking around for quite a while, find a few options. One of those was a Ford C-Max TDCi 1.6. Nice sensible choice for a little family runabout. Very logical. However, after looking at it, it had no logbook. It had question marks. It was the DPF model, and when I fired it up, I smelt a lot of soot, and that did put me off a bit, because you all know a DPF can cost a lot when it goes wrong, and also they cost a lot to clean. So after looking around a lot more normal family cars, I did come across a Skoda Octavia Estate 4x4 1.8T, which I really did like, because it was a 1.8T four-wheel drive estate. It was ideal. The location wasn't ideal, but it wasn't too far away, and yeah, we ended up not going for that. So what did I go for instead? Well, I owe this car to Carrie. I owe her all the thanks, my beautiful fiancée Carrie. She bought me this car, and I can't be more thankful for having such a supportive partner. And I really hope that one day she will show her face on the channel. But I want you guys to know that I couldn't have done this without Carrie. Carrie sorted this out for me. So I'm very lucky and very fortunate to have her and have such a supportive fiance. So, what is it? Well, let's have a look. I'll give you a hint first. It's got double glazing and soft closed doors, so you already know it's not a C-Class or an E-Class. So what's the chances? Let's see. So, there you have it. It's a Mercedes S-Class S430. It's a 2001, so it's 4.3 V8 petrol. It's fairly well loaded. It's got the airmatic suspension with adjustable damping, and it's the long wheelbase version, so there's plenty of leg room for my little daughter in there, and it's obviously automatic. I really did want an automatic again because I'm just lazy, and I just prefer, with my sort of routes that I drive, an automatic is best for me. So it's got pretty much everything I could ask for and a bit more. It's got its minor issues so far. I've replaced the driver's door control module. I've fitted a front seat motor because for some reason someone thought it would be a bright idea to take that off if it went wrong instead of replacing it. So I replaced it. So the seat works, everything on the door works. It's got an entry position warning issue, which I believe to be the steering column limit switch that is accessible. We've had it on SDS and that's what it was pointing at. I've replaced the crank position sensor as well, just because occasionally it was having long cranking. But this car has only done about 3,000 miles between each of its MOTs, so it's not been a car that's been used a lot. But for the most part of its life, it has been really well looked after, and that's what swayed me towards this. Normally, a W220 you'd steer well clear, especially a cheap one. You can have many issues, and I've had one before and it had the dreaded airmatic issues. However, now air suspension doesn't faze me. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Anyway, there you have it. That's the introduction of the S430 to the channel. We've still got the CLK. So I hope you enjoyed this little edit, and we'll see you in the next one.